Hi everyone. Welcome to your weekly messages for November 22nd through the 30th. I guess it's a little more than a week, but you know, a weekish. Anyway, from now until the end of the month. Hello, welcome. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome. Happy to see you here. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. And if you are returning, hi, welcome back. Happy to see you. Thanks so much for your support. So this week we've got some astrology as always going down. So we are now in Sagittarius season. Yay! Sagittarians are like fun-loving and energetic, adventurous. They love to travel. They're lighthearted and optimistic. Shadow side, because there's light and shadow to everything, right? They can be so brutally honest, emphasis on brutal. They can be blunt. They also are lovely. Some of my favorite people are Sagittarians, so please don't take this the wrong way. But they can, like the newest, shiniest thing, like, oh my gosh, they're the first ones to go out and get the new iPhone or the latest technology, whatever it is. It's like, oh, and they like put everything into it, and then as soon as they get bored, which is rather quickly because they are fire signs, then they move on to the next best thing. The latest and greatest, newest, shiniest, prettiest, whatever it is, that's what they do. So it's hard to hold a Sagittarian's attention. But if you do, know that you're very, very special. I'm married to a Sag, so I know. It's going to be a very strong contrast to the Scorpio season that we just left. So where it was more like intense and brooding and mysterious and very, very swimming the depths of the emotions, because we're going from a water sign to a fire sign. Now, it's not going to be all bad because water and fire can make steam. And with Scorpio, we were like deep in the emotions. There was no time for superficiality. So what you're going to be doing now is probably feeling a little more lighthearted, especially now that we're into the holiday season. We're getting into Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa season. So yay for everybody who celebrates. Yay. So you're going to start feeling probably a bit more, even though we're in the middle of a pandemic and there's not a solid end in sight right now. We're going to probably embrace this holiday season, though we can't necessarily be with everyone that we love. Little PSA, still stay in gratitude for everything that you have, for those that you can be around. Find those. We are in the 21st century. We are officially in the digital age now with the second decade here. Well, I guess technically we're into the third decade. So try your best to connect via Zoom, FaceTime, Google Meet, whatever it is. Try your best to connect that way. Do some of the things I've been hearing for Thanksgiving are fantastic. We're fortunate, we're cooking a meal, but there are people that normally they would have up to 20 people at the table. So the person who normally does the cooking is still doing the cooking, but it's like porch drop off or pickup, so you can at least wave and say hello through the glass with your mask on and not really have to breathe the same air for any length of time. You can just kind of connect that way. They're setting up Zoom meetings or Facebook rooms where they can go in and they're all still like eating together and talking, but not necessarily breathing the same air. And I think that's wonderful. That's a great solution. You don't have to be by yourself. And if you are, maybe there's a way that you can safely volunteer. There are still needy, hungry people out there. Maybe there's a safe way to volunteer at a church or a soup kitchen. So you can still find ways to channel the energy just in a different way. So, Sagittarians, optimistic, happy-go-lucky, ruled by Jupiter as our Pisceans. So Pisces, I'm a Pisces sun sign, so we're probably going to have a bit of an easier transition and transit through Sagittarian season. I love Sag season. I just think that it's a really beautiful time of year. So we also have Venus, who moved from Libra into Scorpio. So we're not totally done with Scorpios just yet. So we're going to be focusing on our relationships. And relationships tend to be romanticized, but there are interpersonal relationships with anybody in our lives. Coworkers, neighbors, friends and family, spouses, our kids, whoever it is. From November 21st to December 15th. So this is going to be really great for water signs because Scorpio is a water sign. So Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancerians are going to probably have a little bit of an easier time dealing with all of this. Plus, we are very emotional as it is. We're no strangers to swimming those steps. It's no big deal. But the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, and Aquarius, you guys might have a little bit of a harder time. I've also seen reports where fire signs and air signs might have a little bit of a hard time. So most of us are not going to be unscathed. So be prepared. But basically, we have no room for superficiality in our relationships. We have those deep emotions again. We're discovering exactly what we want and what we will allow into our lives. Scorpio is a no. I do try to keep it PG-13 on the channel, but sometimes there's words. So here you go. You've been warned. Put in your earbuds now if you haven't already. Scorpio is a no bullshit sign. So you're definitely figuring out who you want, what you want, and how you want it in your life, especially with relationships. Your sex life could pick up quite a bit, so that's not a bad thing. And you might catch feels pretty quickly and easily and be down for a long-term relationship if you're not already in one. Or if you are, it might go even deeper. And if you've been together for a while, you might be able to rekindle that romance. But again, here we go, light and shadow, right? So here's the shadow side. We can be prone to obsessions, hidden emotions surfacing. So if there's any kind of unrequited love, or if you have a crush but you haven't talked to them, you could be really obsessive about it, stalking their social media multiple times a day, figuring out where they are, making excuses to show up, that kind of stuff. So be careful on both sides of the coin. The hidden emotion surfacing, that could be somebody proclaiming that they have feelings for you, could be in your relationship, anything that you've been like shoving down and just biting your tongue and not saying anything, it's coming up. And it's not to torture you or punish you or be vindictive or anything like that. It's so that you can address it and deal with it properly. So also be careful of jealousy and vengeance, revenge, that kind of stuff. So just be careful. This ultimately is going to be a time collectively on any level of any kind of relationships we've got going on, of love and trust and unity, which I think the world desperately needs right now. So Venus rules not only love, but money. So we're going to be taking a look at our relationships with money and how it's earned, how it's spent, any kind of shared resources. So if that's a long-term partnership, whether it's romantic or in a business, expect businesses, especially with the pandemic, to really be taking a look and seeing how revenue comes in, how it goes out. If there's any frivolous expenses, they're going to be cut. I really hope positions aren't cut, but you never know. And we're also going to be taking a look at more creative ways to bring revenue in. Light and shadow, it's all a balance. So with Jupiter ruling Sag, we've got the Jupiter influence. Jupiter being a ray of sunshine, likable, lucky, abundance, expansion, lots of good stuff going on. Caveat to that. So luck isn't just all the good things that we want. Sometimes it's the things that we need. So that it's like the silver lining, the blessing in disguise. So though it's the planet representing luck, sometimes things need to be blown up so that better things can come along. Think of the Tower card. So you are going to be given an opportunity this season to become your better self, the best version of you, to be cliche, but it's true. It might be painful, but that's part of the growth process, growing pains. Think back to when you were a kid and you were growing, and sometimes, I know I would wake up with Charlie horses. My son does this now because he's 13, and he's just a giant. So he, sometimes he'll say that his ankles really hurt, or his hips. I know I would wake up with horrible pains in my hips. There were days that I couldn't walk when I was a young child because I was growing. So think of it that way. There's going to be some growing pains, but ultimately embrace it, even though it's like, in the moment, embrace it because it is for the highest good. So there's your breakdown for this last week. Oh, and we have, sorry, I turned the page too fast. You know me and my notes. We still have Neptune in retrograde in Pisces until the 28th. So basically you're going to be looking at still kind of being a little bit foggy, a little bit in the veil. And you can see where it is in your chart and take a look and see what that means for you specifically. But the veil will be lifted here pretty soon. Chiron also still in retrograde through December 15th. So Chiron's the wounded healer, bringing up any emotional wounds, what triggers you. Maybe journal about it, or just sit in meditation, whatever it is that you do when you go within and you look and you see what is it that needs to be healed. Inner child healing, shadow work, awesome stuff to do at this time. And we have a full moon in Gemini on November 30th. So to end the month, it's opposite the sun in Sag. Gemini and Sag are opposite signs. So each of the 12 zodiac signs has an opposite sign. Pisces with Virgo, Gemini and Sag. So you're going to be, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Gemini is very chatty, and it's an air sign, where Sag is kind of like happy-go-lucky and is a fire sign. So sometimes air can fuel fire. A fire can't burn without oxygen, right? But then again, too much air blows Sag's fire right out. It's also an eclipse, so it's double whammy here. Full moon, eclipse in opposite signs. So it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. I'll be doing a reading specifically for the full moon, like probably closer to the 28th, 29th-ish, to see how that energy is going to go. And speaking of which, I'm changing things up. So this week I am also just doing this video because it seemed to be really well received last time to just do the one video and do all of the signs, a card for each one, each of the 12 zodiac signs at the end. So I'm going to do that. If anybody has any objections, let me know in the comments and I'll go back to what I was doing. But for now, it seems to be working, so we're going to do that. And I'll be doing the December reading. I will do Earth, Air, Fire, Water, General, all 5 for the month of December. And I'll also be doing the full moon reading. And I might throw in a couple other just random readings to see maybe what love and money is coming up. Next month in December, I will be looking forward into 2020. I didn't want to do it too soon. We need to get through the energy of December 1st before we get into looking into 2021. Astrologically speaking, we're definitely going to be feeling a lot of the same, or not the same, but a lot of the aftershocks this year. Big earthquake, right? Giant shakeup happening globally. So next year we're going to be feeling some of the aftershocks. So we're going to have to be gentle with ourselves next year. But I think 2022 next year is going to be like the healing, rebuilding kind of a year, and then we'll get into a stride in 2022. We'll see. So stay tuned. If you would like to follow me on social media, all of my information is in the description box below, so you can go to my website, book your own personal reading with just your energy. We can do card readings. I do mediumship. Yes, I can do distant Reiki. We can do chakra analysis. I do all kinds of stuff. So check out my website, see my services. Feel free to email me if you're not sure what a service means or which one would be right for you. Happy to help you out. And then you can follow me on social media. I've been going live on Facebook about once a week. So I've been doing my empowerment series. So go ahead and check that out over there. You can follow me on Instagram as well. My gratitude challenge has been this month. It's not too late to start. Follow me over on Instagram or Facebook. There is the hashtag Willow Tree Gratitude Challenge that you will use. You can just copy and paste it. And you can each comment on specifically my gratitude post, every like on specifically my gratitude post, doing your own with the hashtag and or sharing mine. Anytime you do any combination thereof, you get entered into a drawing to win a 30-minute reading with me. So yeah. I think that's it for now. All of the decks that I'm using are also listed in the description box below. So let's get to it. I also have my Oracle decks over here. Gonna do the traditional 5-card reading that I do for the basis, or basic. I thought Mercury is out of retrograde. Good night. The basic overall 5 cards, and then I have the Wizard's Tarot to clarify. So let's see what's going on this week, guys. These are the messages that want to come out for the week. Everybody's on different timelines. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Hopefully something in here gives you some nugget of wisdom that you can take with you. Feel free to check out my other videos on the channel. And gender's always neutral. So if I say he or she, it's just the depiction of the card. And if the storyline does resonate for you and I say it's them and it's more like what you're going through, or vice versa, feel free to switch roles. Totally fine. So these are just the messages that want to come out this week. Some people may have already experienced whatever we're going to talk about, and this might shed some light on that. Some people might be going through that now or in the near future, like the next 3 weeks. And other people, this might be beyond that. So get ready. The Emperor. Nice. He's all of the kings combined. So King of Pentacles, King of Swords, King of Cups, King of Wands. And since he's upright, he's the light side of all of those cards. Again, light and shadow. So he's going to be our overall influence over this next week plus, which is great because he's really got his shit together. He's very nurturing, loving, very paternal, very father figured. He's also a boss. He's very passionate, in control. He goes after what he wants. He makes a plan and sticks to it, but is still adaptable. Somebody who gives great advice, somebody who looks at things from all angles, really knows what he's doing. Just that like boss kind of energy. So this is the ultimate, this is the divine masculine. So let's see what else we've got. Ooh, the King of Pentacles in reverse, the 6 of Cups, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the 3 of Cups. Interesting. Oh, we've also got the Hierophant here. So teaching and learning. Sorry, I moved my fingers. The Hierophant is, I mean, you can see that there's 2 students here and all the books on either side. So teaching and learning, also the sign of Taurus. I will call out zodiac signs if it helps you. If it doesn't, that's okay, let it go. So the Hierophant is also tradition, clergy, religion, spirituality. This Hierophant is different. In my Steampunk deck, I love my Steampunk deck. He is, he looks more, he's got that beard. He looks more like a college professor, which is really hot. But I'm a sapiosexual. I like intelligence. So there's, traditionally speaking, he's usually shown with the pontiff's hat and, you know, the cross and the book and all the things that represent religion as it is. but it's also spirituality, teaching and learning tradition. So we'll see what comes out when we clarify. The King of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody might be, this is that self-made man, kind of that boss energy, enjoys the finer things in life. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So if that's you, or if that is a person in your story, they might be feeling a little upside down, kind of like turned on their head, unbalanced. Oh my gosh, what's going on? What am I doing? There could be a life event that has made them this way. Again, we'll see what comes out when we clarify, but you could also be, it could be a demotion or a loss of job, a furlough. Like I said, businesses are going to start looking at what positions are truly necessary, what aren't. Maybe not. Maybe somebody leaves and they're not replaced. Something like that. Loss of livelihood, maybe for some. I don't sugarcoat. I mean, it's what it is. So it doesn't mean I can't be compassionate about it. My heart hurts for anybody that might be true for. The Six of Cups. So this could be somebody coming back from your past, or maybe you're thinking about someone from the past. If they want to make, maybe you want to, or they want to make amends. It could be romantic. It could be a childhood friend. It could be someone you just haven't talked to in a really long time. Whatever it is, they're coming back and they're making a peace offering, because see how she's accepting the flowers that are being given? And those flowers are pink. So if it is romantic, pink can also be the heart chakra. So pink or green is typically the heart chakra. And this is like a heartfelt gesture. It could be a heartfelt apology. It could be a heartfelt offer. It's genuine. It's innocent. There is no like, hey, what's going on? It's very, very innocent, very childlike innocence. That's just what I keep hearing. And there's no malintent. It's like, I'm not here to destroy you. It's more like, hey, we need to bury the hatchet. I've evolved, you've evolved, we've all evolved. So let's get this hatchet buried and get on with our lives. Let's make amends. Here's a peace offering. Let's rebuild the bridge, however you want to look at it. So something about healing childhood wounds as well. So if you're doing some inner child healing, if you're looking back at maybe some patterns that happened in childhood that you've carried through to adulthood, you're taking a look at those things and you're kind of figuring out what you will and won't allow in your life. Nice. All right. So now we've got the Queen of Swords in reverse. I actually love this depiction of the Queen of Swords. I have never found a Queen of Swords that I love as much as this one. Besides the fact that her crown is gears, which is really cool. But she's kind of got this, like she's being helped up off her throne. She's putting her sword down. She doesn't necessarily need it. She almost looks like she's going dancing. Like, would you care to dance? We're putting it in reverse. So she might be picking up that sword. This is air signs as well, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It could also be that you're not using your head. You're leading with your heart, which is okay, especially if somebody's coming back and is offering an apology or needs an apology, depending on what happened. We're not all saints, right? We all do things that we're not proud of, especially when we're unhealed. That's why I made a meme that said, sorry for what I said when I was unhealed. It was influenced by sorry for what I said when I was hangry. I don't know why anybody would send that to me. I get angry. It's bad. It's bad. So, and anybody who knows me, hush yourself in the comments. Don't need the peanut gallery. So the Queen of Swords in reverse, if you are an air sign or dealing with an air sign, that can also be feeling turned upside down on their head, whatever's going on. It's kind of like, whoa, my world's just been turned upside down. Fresh Prince, Bel-Air reunion special, just showing my age, that's all. The Queen of Swords in reverse, I'm really almost painfully loudly getting not using your head. Not using your head. So make sure that you stay in some solid judgment. Again, we'll see what comes out when we clarify, but somebody not using their head. And then we've got the Three of Cups. This could go a couple different ways. We will see. So the Three of Cups is usually celebration, reunions, happy, happy, joy, joy. God, all the 90s references coming out. So feeling like there's a cause for celebration. We are coming into the holidays. There's a possibility that it could be third party. Third party coming in, especially underneath the Six of Cups. It could be joyful reunion. This makes you happy. It could be a reunion with somebody, twin flame reunion kind of thing. It could also be you, them, or both of you are already in a relationship, and this is kind of like that whole third party energy. So let's see what we got to clarify. Emperor and, whoa, nope, okay, and Hierophant. Okay. It's not all sunshine and roses all the times, guys. All right, Queen of Cups in reverse. Water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Add your names to the list of those of us who feel turned upside down. So there we go. I'm sad because she's beautiful. Look at her. Could also be that you're not taking care of yourself because she is the queen of self-care. She's somebody who is very loving and nurturing. So somebody might be closed off and not feeling so much that way. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So again, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Kind of give you the energy up, right? So things might be moving a little more quickly than you're anticipating. Maybe that's making you feel a little off kilter. It could be that your plans didn't quite work out. So you need to go back to the drawing board, and it kind of hurt. Take what resonates. Devil, sign of Capricorn. Hello. Addictions, entrapment, kind of that slave to the machine. It could be an actual addiction, drug, sex, alcohol, food, gambling, etc. Also like that obsession kind of energy, vengeance. So if something didn't work out and you're hurt about it, you're kind of like a slave to your dark side. King of Swords. There we go. We finally have a court card right side up. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So we got the Queen in reverse, but we got the King upright. So we have the King and Queen in the same suit. It could be twin flame kind of stuff. Ultimate partner, divine soulmate, the one, whatever you want to call it. It's a label. So where the masculine is ready, but the feminine is like, we'll pump the brakes. Especially if one or both of you are air sign. So while you're in all deep in your feels and pissed off and hurt and feeling a little bit of vengeance, then the King of Swords comes along and is like, is that really the best thing to do? King of Swords look at things from all angles. Gives great advice, sound judgment. He's got his sword. It's not at the ready, but it's in his hand. He'll use it if he needs to. So if there's anything you need to cut, any cords you need to cut, do it. You got the Emperor and the Hierophant behind you. Two major arcana. that are there to help you figure out what you will and what you won't allow in your life, even when it comes to yourself. It doesn't have to be an outside thing. It can be for you. What do I want to cut out of my life to get out of that obsessive kind of vibes? And you got the Sun in reverse. So you're not happy. You just want to be happy, but you're not. So it could be there's something under the surface that's kind of like dragging you down, and you need to cut that out. So I think this whole grouping here is about figuring out why your butt hurt and how to fix it. There you go. All right, King of Pentacles, whoa, in reverse. All right, bear with me, it tells a story. So you've got the Seven of Wands here. Feeling a bit defensive, maybe like somebody shot you in the back. Maybe you didn't see it coming. See how the back is turned to us, and the arrows, the wands. They could be coming from behind. They could be coming forward. Whatever it is. It's a little difficult to tell, but for me, it looked like, there's a reason I channeled it that way. Like maybe you didn't see this coming, and that's why you're topsy-turvy. You got the Knight of Swords here in reverse, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So that's usually so we've got the King, good Lord. Knight of Pentacles is usually the slowest moving. Now it's in reverse. And the Knight of Swords is usually the fastest moving, which is in reverse. So it like stopped you in your tracks. Whatever happened stopped you, boom. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. So you're not taking any kind of action from the heart. You're not moving. You're also not using your head. So what's missing? We got the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. So we do not have the Knight of Wands yet. We do not have the Knight of Wands yet. So also Knight of Cups, water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. With these three knights in reverse and missing the Knight of Wands thus far, I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say that you are going to be taking action in a more passionate kind of way. You're going to be leading more with your solar plexus than with your heart or your third eye or crown or even your root chakra. Probably more like inspired kind of stuff. We'll see if it comes out later. But you're not feeling it. Five of Wands, probably because there's some conflict going on. Whether it's internal or external, this is like, oh my God. Got the Magician in reverse. Yeah, this isn't what you manifested. You're like, wait a minute. That's not what I ordered, universe. And the universe is like, yeah, but you're not listening. This is what you need. It might not be what you want, but it's what you need. Okay. Six of Cups. So you got the Ten of Cups in reverse. Maybe in your current situation, you're not happy. Or because you're not together, you're not happy. Whatever happened, or it could be because this person comes back, it makes things at home kind of, it makes you realize that you're not happy. My solar plexus just opened. We got the Eight of Wands. So there's communication flying in. Where you guys might not have been talking before, now you are. It's like shatters the glass. It comes in hot and heavy. Actually, you know what? That isn't glass. Those windows are open. Oh. What I interpreted as glass shattering is actually like divine sparkles. Interesting. So this is something that you've probably wanted and needed for a long time. It's not what you were going for, but it's what's happening. It's magical. So you're probably pretty conflicted about this. Like, what do I do with this information? Do I want to move forward or no? Even if this is like a previous boss who says, hey, we've got a job opening. You might be like, yeah, but I thought I was happy in my job, but I mean, maybe I'm not. I really enjoyed working for you. It's not like things are bad, but you know, maybe I'd be happier over there. Maybe it's helping you realize that you're not truly happy. You're not truly appreciated. Temperance in reverse. Hello, Sagittarius. Temperance is all about balance. So again, feeling turned upside down, feeling unbalanced, like things aren't really what you were looking for, what you wanted. We got the Page of Wands in reverse. Fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. So the Page of Wands is typically kind of intimidated, kind of like, I don't know if I quite feel equipped for this. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm experienced enough. So in reverse, you're probably like, you know what, maybe it didn't work before because I needed to learn some lessons, and now I'm better equipped to handle things. Queen of Swords in reverse. Here we go. The Eight of Cups. So we have the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Cups. So now we're just missing the Eight of Pentacles so far. The Eight of Cups, walking away. Emotionally over it. This shows physically walking out, kind of like the house is empty now. We've got everything out of it that we needed, taking my stuff and leaving. But it could be emotionally, you're done as well. We have Justice in reverse, sign of Libra. So it's Justice and the Queen of Swords in reverse here together. It could very well signify a divorce or a breaking of a contract. The Ace of Wands in reverse. It's like, yeah, the fire's out. There's no creativity left. It's like dampening your fire. The Five of Cups in reverse, which is good. You've done your grief work and you're ready to move on. You're ready for this. And the Six of Pentacles. I love this one. She looks like a sexy librarian. It's just funny. So, Six of Pentacles is all about making sure everything is fair and balanced. So if you are breaking a contract, whether it's like a work or a house lease or a marriage, everything's going to work out fair, balanced. Even if it's not 50-50 exactly split, it's going to be everybody gets what they're supposed to get, what they need out of it. Concessions might be made. So even if somebody has a larger amount of money, somebody else gets the house, or somebody gets, maybe it's just the freedom to go forth and do whatever it is they want to do. You get your severance pay, or you get your sick and vacation time paid out, something like that. Yep, on the nose for somebody. All right. Three of Cups. And if you're afraid to leave a situation, whether it's a marriage or a contract at work, everything's going to work out okay. Even if somebody threatens, you're not getting anything out of this. It's like, yeah, but there's rules, there's laws. You can't do that. And even if you do have to pay any kind of restitution, it's going to be affordable, nominal, and it's not going to be forever. It's just for a set time. All right, Three of Cups. Ooh, well. Okay, Queen of Wands. Hello. Oh, I love her. She's so beautiful. Hi, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. So she's very much in control. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she wants. She goes and gets it. I love the Queen of Wands energy. She's very passionate. She just knows exactly what she wants, and she goes and she gets it. Nice. There's the Eight of Pentacles. So we've got all the eights now. Doing the work, whether it's physical work or it's working on yourself spiritually. Doing the work. Because you've done the work, you are that queen. That queen does her work. Beautiful. Again, with creativity. There's some kind of creativity vibe going on. The World in reverse. So whatever it is, this is about cycles. So this cycle isn't, it's an opportunity to start again. It wasn't finished. Whatever, that's why it's coming back. Okay, because it wasn't finished. There's some sort of unfinished business here that needs to happen. So whatever you've been doing, however long, it could have been years that you've been going through the motions and doing it, whatever it is that you're doing, all of a sudden something comes through and is like, it's not what you were thinking it was going to be, but it's what you need. And it's causing you to make all of these necessary changes. There's no tower. I love the tower. But the tower isn't needed because you're doing it yourself. You're going about your life, doing your thing, and what's best for you. It's like, yeah, you have evolved. You have learned the lessons. You do know what you're doing. You're taking control of your own life, Queen of Wands, Emperor. You're taking control, and you know what's right for you. You know what you need and want out of life, and you are taking action. Oh, I have full body chills right now. I don't know if you can see. You're doing what it is you need to do to make yourself happy and continue on your soul's path. Yes, 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 yes. That's what it's all about. Spoiler alert. That's what it's all about. This is why I laughed. Three of Cups with the Three of Cups. So it's absolutely a celebration. Whatever it is, it's a celebration. I just felt so, when I was channeling that, I just felt so happy. Like, that's what it's all about. There's unfinished business here. And this is an opportunity for you to continue, to go back. It wasn't over. It was just paused. And now it's time. And there's our cover model. She's the reason I bought this deck. Don't tell the High Priestess. She's beautiful. She owns everything. She owns it. She's like, that's right. She is the independent woman, single lady. I take care of myself, which pairs perfectly with the Three of Wands. That's right. I got my shit together and I know it. And I'm going and I am doing what I want to do, what I need to do for me. Everyone else can kiss it because that's what I do. She has this bad bitch. Like, kiss my ass. If you don't like it, watch me walk away, Eight of Cups. put up or shut up. That is very much her energy. Like, I got this. I got this. All right. So let's get some hidden realms. And then I think we're going to see what you need to surrender. So. Woo. All right. Taking the one that turned up. The Dragon's Duel. Interesting. Inner conflict, morality, conscious choice. Number 23. 2 and 3 is 5. 5 is change. Nice. Let's see. Bear with me. Let's see what the guidebook says about it. Sometimes I like to read from the guidebook because it can, like, there's a word or a phrase that jumps out and helps you. The Dragon's Duel. The Dragon's Duel takes place at the proverbial fork in the road. It's both ally and challenger at once. So in Collette's, right, Collette Baron-Reid is the author, and ally is like upright and challenger would be reversed. It represents the tension of opposites. Even though the truth is that we live in unity, we experience the duality of faith and doubt, love and fear, right and wrong, black and white. This aspect of your current experience asks you to accept that although you may be going one way, another may call to you to go in a different direction. Now is the time to inquire whether it's your ego or your soul leading you. Check in. Does it feel? How does it feel? Do you feel it in your chest, in your solar plexus, in your third eye, your crown? Where do you feel it? And does it feel exciting or fearful? Is it positive or is it negative self-talk? Because the soul will always say, there's something better. Instead of, oh my God, don't do that. See the difference? Soul, ego. Yes, that's exactly what we need to do for our soul's path. Yeah, that's exactly what you need to do for material growth. There's a difference. There's always a choice in life. Decision making also solves inner conflict. Ooh, 5 of Wands. Which is it? Oh, if you're torn between two dragons, the one that you choose to feed will be the one that wins. Which is it? If it's not the one that serves the highest of your intentions, deliberately feed it the other, and the duel will be won in your favor. Reminds me of the Native American proverb about there are two wolves within, and which one wins is the one that you feed. So same thing here with the dragon. So there's green and then like a gray. So soul or ego. It's the duality. All right, let's see what you need to surrender or release in order to let this energy flow. Surrender obsessive thinking. Don't go into that shadow side of Scorpio. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. Let it go. Right? Let it go. Let it go. All right. So, for each individual zodiac sign, I'm going to get you a Kyle Gray Angel Prayers. And we'll start with Sag since it's your birthday. We are in Sag season. Whether your birthday is now or in December, happy birthday. And listen to your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Because one might resonate more for you or just give you the pieces of the puzzle. Here we go. Sag. Ooh, Transformation Archangel Zadkiel. And feel free to Google these because much like the guidebook, it might help you to find a word or a phrase that jumps out. Thank you, Zadkiel, for supporting me to transform from my past challenges. That's very Scorpio. It's also very Phoenix kind of energy. Nice, Sag. So for this week, focus on transformation. Capricorn. A loved one in heaven. Thank you, loved ones in heaven, for drawing close at this time. So if you guys are missing somebody, if it's like, gosh, I wish I could just talk to my mom or my grandpa or whoever it is for you, even if it's spirit, if there's not a particular person, just a guide or an not just, but a guide or an ancestor specifically, you can set the intention that you're asking for their help. They're always talking. We just have to listen. Pay attention to dream visitations too, because our ego, the monkey mind, is asleep when we're asleep. So if they appear in your dreams, or if there's messages in your dreams, you can do a dream journal that can help you see any kind of like recurring. Pay attention to the environment. Is it a basement, an attic, a woods? Is it light or dark? Is it a car? So pay attention. Aquarius. Move your body. Thank you, angels, for motivating me to move my body and energy. You can. I can attest, I am not a gym person at all. Not a gym person. Donated my money to a gym for a year because I didn't go. But I did find an exercise that I love. It's drum fit. I also love yoga. I just don't go. I'm awful. But I'm human, so there's that. Find something that you can do, yes, virtually as well, that can help you to just move your body, or just turn on music. Say, hey, Alexa, play, 80s pop or whatever it is. There's my dryer buzzing, so there you go. So for some people, that could be it. Just turn on music and just, boogie while you're doing your chores, while you're washing dishes or running the vacuum, whatever it is, cleaning the bathroom, doing laundry. Move your body. Doesn't have to be fancy. Doesn't have to look good. Just do it. You'll feel better. It does release endorphins and helps you get the stress out. Pisces. Oh, the miracle of forgiveness. Archangel Jeremiel. Archangel Jeremiel is the life reviewer. So when we cross over, Jeremiel does the whole life review thing. And it's like you have to watch your life. And you have to also live it through other people's view. For better or for worse. You have to live it through them and feel everything that they felt. Whether it was complete love or not. So Archangel Jeremiel has a huge part to play in a lot of things. Thank you, Jeremiel, for helping me understand the process of forgiveness. That's also part of the life review, is forgiveness. How easily were you able to forgive? So if you need some help with forgiveness, Jeremiel is your dude. Aries. Okay. Healthy choices. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to make healthy decisions. And that could be physically with your food, with the whole moving your body thing. There goes my nose. With like drama detox, with not doing the whole obsessive thinking thing, with keeping your thoughts pure. Whatever it is. Healthy choices. Taurus. Taurus. Archangel Raphael, the divine physician. Thank you, Raphael, for shining your divine light upon my healthy body. So I saw something that was interesting the other day on Facebook. It was, my mother always said, don't ever say you're sick, say I am healing. Even if you're unwell, say I am healing. Because if you say I'm sick, that's going to keep you in I'm sick. I am healing means I'm recovering, I'm getting better. You know, my body is restoring. So there you go. Focus the positive intention. If you are lucky, one of my mantras, especially before I go out into the world, is to say, I am well, I am well, I am well. I do it for my family too. We are well, we are well, we are well. I mean, yeah, there's the power of 3. And I'll do it. I am well, I am well, I am well. Michael is well, he is well, he is well. We are well, we are well, we are well. Like, I do it for everybody that I can think of. And sometimes just the intention, I say, all of my friends and family, we are all well, we are all well, we are all well. And seeing a green light of a green bubble around us of divine light. So, feels right, do it. Taurus. Gemini. Study and learning. I am not shocked. Study and learning. Thank you, angels, for allowing me to see that every day is a learning day. Be a lifelong learner. My grandfather always said that. Be a lifelong learner. Beautiful. So any lessons you need to learn, anything you need some help with, it doesn't have to be formal education. It can be, but whatever it is, it could be a life lesson. Ask the angels for help. Cancer. What's up, Cancerians? My ear just went. Okay. Spiritual gifts, Archangel Raziel. Well, now that makes sense. Thank you, Raziel, for helping me channel my gifts and talents. So what do you guys have to offer the world? You do. Don't say you don't, because you do. You do. Tap in, help them, ask them to help you figure out what it is. Leo. Wow. All right. Oh, hey. You also have a loved one in heaven who wanted to come out and talk. So there you go. Nice. Virgo. The inner voice. Thank you, angels, for guiding me through my inner voice. Listen to your intuition. Pay attention to your dreams. Those shoulder taps. Libra. Don't hate, meditate. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to love through meditation. The highest frequency is love. Look at all that pink. And you guys are ruled by Venus, so that does not surprise me. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So if you need some help, meditate. Even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes, listening to a guided meditation, it'll help. Scorpio, last but not least. Scorps. Ooh, shine your light, Archangel Uriel. He is literally the light of God. Thank you, Uriel, for helping me to shine my light to the world. See, you're not always dark, brooding, and mysterious, Batman. You're shining your light. You're letting the world see it. Don't ever dim your light. This is for everybody. Don't ever dim your light for anyone. If they're not comfortable, cockroaches scatter. I always say the people who don't like me are cockroaches. Like, especially if they don't have a good reason not to like. It's like, I just don't like her. Or if they come up with something really crazy. Usually it's because they're threatened by your light. And when you start shining a light onto the darker aspects, people don't want to deal with it. I can't tell you how many people, even from my past, it'll be interesting to see who comes up, because people have avoided me because I shine a light on all of those dark crevices that they don't want to deal with. I've lost plenty of relationships, friends and romance, because of that. So I feel you. It can be hard. It can be like, I just want to fit in, so I'm going to dim my light. I did that for too many years. It didn't help anybody. The people who love you will be drawn to your light. Shine anyway. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me over this hour. And it's going to be pretty awesome. This is going to be some really great energy coming in with Sag season. So I look forward to it. As always, please feel free to contact me if you would like your own personal reading, and leave any comments that you would like, as long as they are loving. You can say even criticism, constructive feedback is what I like to say, in a loving way. Trolls can see themselves out the door. So have a lovely week-ish. End of Thanksgiving, I hope, is lovely for those of you who celebrate that. And I have my autumn flowers here. So if you ever, they were just so beautiful, and I wanted to embrace my fairy side and bring in some flowers that my familiar is trying to chew on. So they will be moved here momentarily. Yes, Phineas, you. So anyway, have a lovely week and a lovely holiday season, and I will see you soon. Take care.